Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show us some more plunder that I acquired after the last little while, I should say. All 2022 releases here. Got a lot to go through, so I'm just going to jump right into it. And start off with Ritual Fog and Visions of Blasphemy. Death metal band out of Memphis, Tennessee. Been around since just last year in 2021. This is their debut EP put out independently by the band just last year. And you might be saying, well, this is a 2022 video. Why are you showing a 2021? Well, that's because on the flip side, we have Piss Rot and their Piss Vile Gunk EP. And these guys are another Tennessee death metal band, this time out of Kingsport. Been around since just last year in 2021. Debut EP as well, independently put out by the band on tape, which I showed in a previous video here. And Corpse Gristle handled the CD, so it's kind of a split with both of these bands as EPs on it. Really glad to have CD copies of both these because these are both great EPs. Next up, one that's getting kind of mixed reviews, I think. That is Deceivers by Arch Enemy. Of course, melodic death metal band from Halmstad, Sweden. Been around since 1995. This is their 12th full-length album put out by Century Media. I've only heard one track off of here, and that was... I believe it was Handshake with Hell, which was the single that I did a review of. Really liked the song, but I have not had a chance to listen to the rest of the album. And, of course, got my copy through Newberry Comics, and it came with a postcard signed by the entire band. So, really cool. My first Jeff Loomis autograph, my first one from Alyssa as well. So, really happy about that. Next up, one that's... definitely got a lot of hype, and I couldn't wait for my copy to finally show up, and it finally did, and definitely lives up to the hype. This is Wormrot with Hiss. Of course, grindcore band out of Singapore, been around since 2007. This is their 4th full-length album put out recently here by Earache Records. Sadly, vocalist Arif left the band before this actually came out. But he left on a high note because I've only listened to this a couple times. But yeah, really dig this album. Really good stuff. Really varied in their sound compared to what previous full length sounded like. Next up, Cycroptic with Divine Council. Technical death metal band out of Tasmania, Australia. Been around since 1999. This is their 8th full-length album put out by Prosthetic Records just recently. Another one I've been hearing a lot of good things about. I've spun it once, and yeah, these guys know how to do technical death metal. Really good so far. I cannot wait to give it a few more listens. I actually just showed the tape edition of this in one of my previous videos that I just uploaded here. That is Consecration with Sinus. So now here's the CD edition of this. If you did not see that video, these guys are a doom death band from Norwich, Norfolk, England. Been around since 2010. 3rd full-length album put out by Redefining Darkness. Limited to 200 copies. And yeah, if you love just heavy, just somber sounding doom death, go check these guys out. Like I said, in my other video, I've had a promo for that for a while, and I actually had a promo for this, and I'm going to be doing reviews of both of these here soon. Just got to kind of work it into my schedule here. This is Catacoma with, I believe, is their self-titled. Really cool artwork there. And yeah, these guys are a death metal band from Stockholm, Sweden. Been around since 2016. This is their debut full-length album put out by Redefining Darkness Records. No limitation that I found. So yeah, if you love solid death metal, go check out Catacoma. Another one that I just showed the tape edition of this. But of course, you know, when I pre-ordered, I got to get the CD edition as well. Because, you know, that's my bread and butter. This is Savage Master with Those Who Hunt at Night. Straight up heavy metal from Louisville, Kentucky. Been around since 2013. This is their 4th full-length album put out by Shadow Kingdom Records. Limited to 400 copies on CD. And yeah, awesome album. Stacey Savage. Beautiful woman, beautiful voice. on point. Definitely one of my favorite releases of this year. Next up, shout out to Necrotic Nick. He was the one that told me about this band. I saw him show this in an update, and I went and listened to it like several different times over the period of a couple days on Bandcamp, and I was like, I've got to pick up a copy. This is Death White with Gray Everlasting. Melodic doom gothic metal out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Been around since 2012. This is their third full-length album overall, put out by Season of Mist. And basically, if you are a fan of like Typo Negative and bands of that ilk, you would definitely enjoy Death White. My favorite track on here so far is White Sleep. There is this section in here that, oh my God, every time it comes on, just the way he delivers those vocals, it's just like, oh, damn. So good. If you're going to check out any song from this album, I would definitely recommend White Sleep. Awesome stuff. Next up, another one that I was very excited to check out. That is Soulfly with Totem. And trying to work against the glare here. I absolutely love that artwork. I want the t-shirt of this, but considering Nuclear Blast put this out, that ain't going to happen unless the band does their own runs of them with my size in it. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to flip over my notes here. Sorry. I'm real professional today, folks. Sorry about that. All right. So Soulfly, groove, thrash, death metal band from Phoenix, Arizona. Been around since 1997, of course, after Max left, or Max Cavalera, I should say, in case you don't know who I'm talking about when I say Max. After he left Sepultura, he formed Soulfly. This is their 12th full-length album. Again, like I said, put out by Nuclear Blast. And yeah, I've only listened to this a couple times, but hot damn, this album is so fucking good. Go check this out. Definitely going to be, I think, high up on my year-end list. One that I have not had a chance to listen to yet. I just got this in recently, and I was glad I was finally able to get a copy. That is the new one from Lord Belial, entitled Rapture. And again, I love that artwork. I would love to have a t-shirt with that on it. But yeah, Lord Belial, black metal out of Sweden, been around since 1992. This is their 9th full-length album, put out by Hammerheart Records, and their first album in 14 years. That is so hard to believe. But yeah, I've been hearing a lot of great things about this album, and I cannot wait to finally spin it. Next up, Necro Veg with Gluttony. If you're not familiar with Necro Veg, it is a one-man brutal death metal / grindcore band out of Ohio. Not sure exactly when it started, but it's the project of a man called Nate Fay. Yeah, I've only listened to a little bit of this online before I ordered the CD, and this sounds like absolutely nasty stuff. Really looking forward to spinning this and getting to know the rest of it. But yeah, really good stuff. Kind of, I guess you say, our new cattle decap in a way. Kind of has the same kind of vibe to it. This one, did a review of it not that long ago. You want my full thoughts, go check out that review. This is Maul with Seraphic Punishment. Death metal band out of Fargo, North Dakota. Been around since 2017. Debut full-length album put out by Redefining Darkness, limited to 500 copies. And of course, you saw me show this in my review. And the funny thing is I actually did 2 reviews that day. I recorded 2 reviews, and this was the second one that I recorded. And I said, I'm going to wait just a little bit, because by the time I got done with the first one, the mail was going to be showing up soon. I'm like, I'm going to wait and just see if possibly my CD is going to show up so I can show it in the video. I'll be damned if it didn't show up. And as soon as it got here, I unwrapped it, did the video. So yeah, really awesome album. Definitely go check that one out. All right. Sorry, trying to get my notes organized here. Real professional, ain't I? Next up, Rottenness with Violentopia. Sorry, again, fighting the glare here. Yeah. Rottenness, brutal death metal slash grindcore band, originally from Mexico, though currently they are located in the U.S. From what I understand, been around since 1994, off and on. This is their third full-length album, put out by Self-Made God Records. Only spun it twice, but man, this is some killer sounding stuff. Definitely recommended. And then I got recommended this band from a member of Celestial Serpent. He made a post about this, and I asked him about it, and he said I should definitely go check it out. I listened to it on Bandcamp. Was like, yeah, I need to get a copy of that. This is Burned in Effigy with Rex Mortem. Stupid glare. But yes, Burned in Effigy are a neoclassical melodic death metal band from Chicago, Illinois. Not sure when they exactly formed, but this is their debut full-length album put out by the band themselves. I've not had a chance to listen to it all the way through. I listened to several tracks on Bandcamp and really dug what I heard, so definitely go check this band out if you'd like melodic death metal with some neoclassical elements thrown in. I would say if you like what like Hour of Penance does with their kind of classical stuff thrown into their music, then you would definitely like Burned in Effigy. And last, but most certainly not least, I was surprised how quickly this actually got here, considering it had to come from Czechia. But this is Emsculator with Depraised Disfigurement Promo 2022. And if you're not familiar with this band, it is a brutal death metal band from, there's members in Czechia as well as the U.S. Been around since just last year in 2021. This is actually a project of Malika Sundaramurthy. Of course, she is most well known for being in, God, I can't even think of the damn name off the top of my head. But essentially, if you're a fan of brutal death metal, you know her, you know what she's been in. I honestly... Abnormality, there we go. Jesus Christ, I could not think to save my life there. But yeah, just a 2-song debut demo put out by the band, limited to 100 copies. I got number 22 of 100. And yeah, this is an absolute banger. I am really anxious to see them put out a full-length album. Malika's vocals sound as sick as ever. If you love brutal death metal, go check out Emsculator. All right. That is gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.